Now for educational purposes and for you to learn more CSS codes, we just want to just change them in a format that they would be like these shapes in here. So if you look a little at these two rectangles in here, you see that they are not squares, even though the width and the height are in the same amount in percent. Or we could just say 15% for the width and 70% for the height. Now if you this is in the Linux that we have some problems because of the screen. Let me just change both the width and go to the Windows, refresh, and now they are more like rectangles. Also let me give them more margin from the left side. So this is margin from the, if the width is 50%, then this should be 25 from the left side. Now if we have a look again, not in the Linux, if you have a look again in the Windows, as you see now they are in the middle. It's time that we give them some other shapes. So in here what we could do is to use transform. We learned in the previously about the transform and transition. Now we want to do only the transform. So we say transform. We want, first of all, let me just tell you about the scale. So you learned about the scale. If we say scale 1.5 and check it again, you see that now it has been scaled twice the size. Now if we want to say rotate, we need to give it some degree. For example 15, I think the unit is deg. Now if we refresh it, no, don't know the reason. Let me just increase it to, for example, 35. So no, it should be rotate. It was a typing problem. So let me check again, refresh. Now as you see, it has a change. It had a rotation by this size. Another code in here, or attribute or anything you want to name it, his name is skew. If we check it again, now you see it's something like this, that it is a more pretty shape, I think. Also we would want to give it a transform for the red too. So we say transform, and then we want to say skew again by the 35 degrees. Now if we save it and refresh, yes, now they are in a better shape. Now that you have learned everything about these things, you could just test different things for the skew, for the rotate. Also you could say skew x, I think, or I think it should be a bigger x. Let us just change it, check it. Nothing has changed. Let me change the skew to lowercase x. If we refresh, now that you have learned about these things, you could just test different things and give it a best shape that you seem is more beautiful than other shapes.